So our next discussion is the PID controller. You can see, the advantage and disadvantage of the proportional integral and derivative controller. So based on that, we are going to hybrid the property of the proportional integral derivative, and we can design the PID controller in the different form, either in the series form or in the parallel form. Here we have shown in the parallel form. So this is the error. This is the proportional controller. Proportional controller, we have taken one gain, and this is the gain of 1, and it is the transfer function of the integral control 1 upon tau is, and it is for the derivative controller. Okay, and when here it is the summer is attached, and the summer will do 1 plus 1 upon tau is plus tau ds. Okay, and when it is connected with the kc, then it is multiplied with the kc, and this is the transfer function. This is the transfer function for the PID controller. Okay, so how it is represented? It is represented like this one: PT is equals to P bar plus KC. Okay, ET plus, you can say, this the proportional control is completed. Now come to integral controller, then 1 upon tau I integral of 0 to t et dt, right? And then this integral control will be completed. Now come to the tau d, and that dt by dt. So this is the derivative controller, right? So this is the one form of the proportional integral per derivative controller, and the corresponding transfer function, when you find out p dash upon es, it will become like this. Okay, in the previous lecture, we can say, when we are discussing the PD controller. Okay, for what will the transfer function for the PD controller, that is the PT is equals to P bar, okay, plus KC, ET plus, you can say, tau D, okay, DET by DT. So this is the transfer function for the expression for the PD controller. Okay, if the what happens for the PI controller, if you come to the PI controller, the PT is equals to P bar plus, you can say, KC into ET plus 1 upon tau I integral of ET dt. So this is for the PI controller, nothing else. Okay, and when all the components are combined, then it becomes the PID controller, right? So this is the parallel form of the PID controller. Now come to the next, that is series controller. Okay, series form of the PID controller. And in the series form of the PID controller, we have nothing done. We have just multiplied the proportional, integral, and derivative controller. Okay, with the this is the formula for in the form of, you can say, we are just writing in the form of the filter form. Okay, 1 plus tau ds, okay, plus alpha tau ds plus 1. So this is one form of the derivative PD controller. So okay, the PD controller, so we have written the derivative controller, which is just the derivative controller. This is nothing but the 1 upon 1 plus tau is, 1 upon 1 plus tau is. This is for the integral controller. Okay, and this is the proportional controller. So when we combine, when we multiplied all the controller transfer function, proportional plus integral per derivative, then it becomes the series form of the PID controller. Okay, series form of the PID controller. Now come to the next, that is very important, the disadvantage of the derivative controller. As we have seen in the integral controller, there is a problem of reset wind up problem. Reset wind up problem is inside the integral controller, right? However, in the derivative controller, the derivative kick problem will occur. Derivative kick, how it will come? Derivative kick. So as we have seen, when we will going to provide the error is equals to step change. Okay, whenever we provide the step change as an error inside the derivative controller, then it will respond to the sudden shock, because the expression for the derivative controller is det by dt, and you know the differentiation of the unit step signal, and it will provide the step sudden shock. Okay, so due to the sudden shock, this is nothing but the kick type of problem. Okay, and it provides the final control element. It provides the sudden shock to the final control element, and it may destroy the final control element. Okay, so sudden shock means momentarily we are going to provide a very large value in some moment, in very few moment, you can say in a very zero, you can say in zero time, in very less time. Okay, there is a very large value, and it may destroy the final control element. So this is the one disadvantage of the PID controller, is that or wherever the derivative will attest, such type of problem will occur. So PID controller is that a sudden change in the set point, sudden change in a set point. Hence the error E will cause the derivative terms momentarily to become very large, and thus provide a derivative kick to final control element. Derivative kick to final control element. Okay, so can we avoid such type of derivative kick problem? Obviously yes. How? Please see. So this sudden change is undesirable. Okay, and can be avoided. How? By basing the derivative action on the measurement. Okay, see, E is equals to error is equals to nothing but measured value minus set point value minus measured value. Set point value minus measured value. Now take the derivative on both sides. So when we take the derivative, so dE by dt, det by dt becomes what? Set point is constant. Set point is constant up to this point. Okay, this time, from this time to this time, this is constant. Okay, and therefore it becomes 0. Minus, however, the measured value of the system may be changing, okay, so it will minus dy by dt. So instead of the sudden shock will come due to this error, and due to this error, why? Because this error we are going to take, we are taking generally what? Step input, step signal, a step type of change, ut. Instead of this ut, if we are taking as as an input in here in the form of ym, instead of ut just take ym as a input. Okay, so ym अगर हम लेते हैं यहाँ पर, we can write mathematical expression says here, we can take instead of the det by dt is equals to minus dym ddt. So just put down this value. Okay, but this derivative action on the measurement ym rather than the error signal. Okay, we are taking ym rather than the error signal. Okay, so eliminating the derivative kick by considering the parallel form of PID controller by replacing det by dt by minus dy by dt. Is it clear? So det by dt is equals to minus dy by dt, just taking in the PID controller. So this is a PID controller. Nothing, this is a PID controller. Okay, or what we are going to do, just we are eliminating, or we can write this t tau d is equals to what? Minus of d by dt of ym. Just replacing this equation. Okay, PET is equals to P bar plus Kc into ET 1 upon tau r 0 to TET dt. This is the integral control, this is a proportional controller, and in the stead of the derivative controller we are writing here minus of tau d dym by dt. Okay, and this will eliminate your problem of derivative kick. How? Because you can see here, this is the final expression. So when you realize this equation in the form of the block diagram, you can see this set point, this is the error. However, this is the error Kc into, when you take the Laplace, Kc es upon 1 upon tau is es, है ना, ये बन गया आपका. Okay, this is the PDSS. However, this minus of this one, you can say Kc into this, तो tau d s plus 1 को हमने YM के फॉर्म में यहाँ पे लिया, YM into something, YM into YMS into this form and this is to minus sign, okay, with the minus sign, okay, फीडबैक में चला गया यहाँ पर। तो इस तरीके से ये आपका जो डेरिवेटिव किक है that may be avoided, okay। और अगर फ्लेक्सिबल हमें बनाना है पीआईडी कंट्रोल को, तो वी कैन टेक another way, more flexible PID control algorithm can be obtained by weighting the set point। सेट पॉइंट जो है आपका वेटिंग एस पी है, यहाँ पर हम सब वेट लगा देंगे, सम अल्फा बीटा सेट लगा वेट लगा देंगे। उससे क्या होगा, इन द प्रोपोर्शनल टर्म as in the derivative term, this modification eliminates also the proportional kick। Remember how the proportional kick will remove? There are two answers. First answer is the most effective answer is replace the dt by dt d by dt into minus dy by mdt, and second is the providing the weight to the set point, providing the weight to the set point, okay, in the proportional term and the derivative term। प्रोपोर्शनल टर्म और डेरिवेटिव टर्म में दोनों में क्या लगाना है, सेट पॉइंट में हमें लगाना है वेट, सम वेट, ओके, अल्फा बीटा। हाउ, यू कैन सी हियर, okay, this is the error for the proportional controller, okay। So you can see here the set point minus measured value, set point में हमने क्या लगा दिया, some weight, and there due to this weight, you know, this simple error, okay, and this is the for the derivative, so gamma। So when we use such type of configuration in the controller, then you know the beta gamma controller, sometimes it is known as the beta gamma controller। This control algorithm is also known as the parallel periodic control with a proportional derivative mode, weighing, or as less as sometimes it is called the beta gamma controller, right? Very important, beta gamma controller। Is it clear? So now it is very important point once again, the final conclusion, and then we will see the response of the system, okay, and then we will see how the PID controller or the proportional control is going to realize with the help of operational amplifier, okay, the next lecture। So in the proportional mode, you see this is the typical range, and it is very important for the industry point of view. We are in the simulation, during the simulation you can vary whatever the value, you can take the proportional integral derivative control, but in practical range, in the practical system, you are not going to beyond the value from 0.1 to 100 of the Kc value. You are not take the Kc 1000, you cannot taking the, can't be able to you can say the Kc value 1 lakh, okay, you have to choose the Kc value from 0.1 to 100. This is the practical approach, okay, in order to design the proportional or integral derivative controller, okay, for the same proportional band, just it is divided into from 1 to 1000%. Same in the similar way, the integral controller, it is a reset time, okay, 1 tau i। so tau i को हमने कहा इसको डिफाइन करेंगे 0.02 to 20 minute। However, when it will take the 1 upon tau i, then it becomes reset rate, okay, and the reset rate is defined in the terms of minute per minute or per second। So just to divide this 1 by 0.02 on 1 by 20, you can find out, okay, so this is the range for the reset rate, and this is for the ki, okay। So ki is again the same, okay, derivative controller, when using derivative controller, ki is generally we are using in the electronics, and for the in the chemical engineering, generally we are process dynamics are using tau i and tau i, okay, and in the electronics we are generally using electrical term, which generally we are using the ki, okay, gain, we are calling it gain, integral gain, okay। So in the derivative controller, tau d is the value of tau d is varying from 0.1 to 10 minutes. This is not for the remember, but just to have recall this value. You are not, when you are going to simulate some system with the help of PID controller, you are going to design the PID controller, so you are not supposed to go beyond this value, okay। So you have also seen the derivative controller gain, the KD, the alpha is also defined 0.05 to 0.2, typical value we have already said 0.1, okay. Digital controller we have not now seen, Okay, now come to the PID control response. Okay, so the PID control response, you can see here, when the no control action or PID or nothing PIPD PID is used, at that time the response was looking like this. Okay, now when the proportional control is used, simply when the proportional control is used, your correction or your system dynamics is improves from somewhere. Okay, ठीक है, उसके बाद जस्ट वी आर यूजिंग, अभी क्या है यहाँ पर प्रोपोर्शनल कंट्रोल आपने यूज किया, द अब ये आपका चेंज हो गया, ठीक है, स्टेडी स्टेट ये वैल्यू, दिस डिफरेंस, नाउ वी आर गोइंग टू मिनिमाइज मोर. ओके, सो आपको क्या करना है, नाउ वी आर गोइंग टू यूज द पीआई कंट्रोलर. पीआई कंट्रोल यूज किया, पीआई कंट्रोल यूज किया, तो आप देखिए ऑसिलेशन आया बट इट इम्प्रूव द स्टेडी स्टेट रिस्पॉन्स. स्टेडी स्टेट रिस्पॉन्स आपका करेक्ट हो गया स्टेडी रिस्पॉन्स. यहाँ पर जो स्टेडी रिस्पॉन्स एरर रहा था, दैट स्टेडी स्टेट रिस्पॉन्स विल corrected. Now what we have to do, we have to correct the dynamic response. How the dynamic response will corrected? With the help of derivative control, by introducing derivative control. So you can see here, as the derivative control introduces in the PI control, that's a PID control, the response is like this, and it is the most appropriate response in all. Okay, now try to see how. Now we are going to check what happened when the gain of the system PID controller, that the Kc, tau I and tau d is going to change. Okay, so you can see here, when the no control action was acting, at that time the response is looking like this. When the value of Kc is increases, when the Kc value increases, the response of the system corrected, means you can say it is like this, but you can't increase the value of Kc beyond certain value. Why gain अगर proportional control
Because it
बढ़ाया
become
जाए,
on off controller.
yes, it becomes on off control. You can see here, this is becomes on off type controller, and therefore you can't increase. Okay, so for that purpose what we have to do now, tau I को बढ़ाया जाए, तो tau I को देख सकते हैं, oscillation is higher when the value of the tau I is less. As the tau I increases, the oscillation becomes lesser, but at the same time the overshoot becomes higher, overshoot आता जाएगा. Okay, so this is the integral gain. Okay, ये आपका gain है, this is the PI controller, in the case of the PI controller. Now come to the next, that's the PID controller. When we take the PID controller, you can say the tau d, this is the for the PI control. In the PI controller, this is the for the integral k tau I, and this is for the Kc. Okay, you can see here, when the Kc is increasing, this type of response will come. Now come to this point, you can say the tau d value, the response is ultimately going to correct it when the tau d is increasing, right? Overshoot decreases, you can see, है ना, the steady state response corrected, है ना. तो इस तरह से आप इसको ट्यून करके टाउ डी की वैल्यू, टाउ आई की वैल्यू एंड केसी की वैल्यू आपको कुछ इस तरीके से चूज करना है कि योर रिस्पॉन्स विल become smoother and the error will become lesser. Okay, so next part is our realization of the PID controller using the op amp.